Obviously, we're not loud enough yet. Obviously, people still think that they can simply shut us up. We put up a billboard and all it says is, "Imagine no religion." Now correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I remember, California is meant to be in a country called the United States of America. And as far as I remember, correct me again if I'm wrong, they have this thing about freedom of speech, freedom of expression. Isn't that right? And yet, some Christians felt they could be offended by this message. Imagine no religion is considered to be offensive. Now don't get me wrong, you have every right in the world to be offended by this. But being offended isn't enough for you, is it? No, it isn't. No, not only do you want to be offended by this, be my guest, be offended, but of course then, your next statement is, that billboard should come down. Not only is that your next statement, you pick up the fucking phone, you phone the advertising company, you complain to them, and after receiving 90 complaints, they decide to take the billboard down. So obviously, we are not using the right medium to get the message across that it is perfectly okay for a person not to believe in any gods. Because if we use a billboard company, obviously it is possible for people to pressurize that billboard company into taking the message down again, even though it was something that was supposedly supported by a right to freedom of expression. How absurd. But there you have it. Freedom of expression is obviously only relevant to those who can afford to have it. Well, you might find this a little bit upsetting and offensive, my dear Christian friends, but I'll tell you one thing. We are not going to shut up just because you are offended by the fact that we don't believe in your precious God. If you start oppressing us, we will start shouting, "Louder!" Fuck you.